Up around Hope, Florida is growing tonight. Lawmakers are threatening subpoenas to the top staff of the DeSantis administration and the Attorney General himself. The foundation was the subject of a hearing today as legislators try to figure out how money from a settlement with a healthcare company wound up feeding political groups that were fighting for the governor's agenda. Let's bring in Fox 13's Evan Axelbeck in our newsroom with the latest for this. Hi there, Evan. I know there's a lot to unravel here, but tell us what happened today.
Well, Mark, lawmakers were shocked over a number of revelations made in a committee hearing today. And the biggest question that the leader of today's hearing has is whether the Attorney General himself committed a crime when money the state won in a settlement was kept secret until it was used to fight against recreational marijuana ballot initiatives. The chair of Hope Florida's board tried to answer the many questions directed at him during a Tuesday committee hearing.
The public reporting has made evident that mistakes were made.
But they really wanted to know what the Attorney General knew and when.
I want to know how involved he was and why he thought it was okay to use Medicaid money for campaign purposes.
Is it potentially illegal?
Yes.
James Uthmeyer was chief of staff to the governor when State Rep Alex Andrade says Uthmeyer's political action committee, Keep Florida Clean, got $5 million to fight last November's recreational marijuana amendment. Andrade is demanding receipts of all communications involving Hope Florida to figure out how money from a state Medicaid settlement made it from there into two political action committees, let alone without first being disclosed to legislators.
If they do not provide that information in a timely manner, we may be required to obtain that information with the use of subpoenas.
They did get some answers. Hope Florida's chair admitted he was appointed without being told of any goals, that Hope Florida has no staff, that there are no minutes of any meetings, no financial documents, and that no board members signed conflict of interest forms.
I'm frankly astonished. I mean, I guess this isn't a question. I'm just astonished. We've got funding that there's no answers to. I'm trying to wrap my head around how this happened.
At the same moment the hearing was being held, the governor was in the committee chair's home district, holding his own press conference with First Lady Casey DeSantis. She's hoping to use her founding of Hope Florida in a potential campaign for governor.
You know, as First Lady, what do you do with that opportunity?
The governor accused Andrade and his allies of kneecapping a fellow Republican and said Hope Florida's only goal is to help people wean off public assistance. Without providing backup documents, Hope Florida officials claim that 30,000 people have been helped, saving taxpayers $9 million a month.
This is a manufactured hoax, and you have liberal media and liberal Democrats pushing this, and we have some of these leaders in the Florida House who are stabbing their constituents in the back.
Now, Representative Andrade says there is no proof behind the governor's claims of how many Floridians Hope Florida has helped, that it's unclear as to whether they aren't taking credit for work that state employees are already doing. He said it's bizarre when they are simply doing their jobs in the legislature to provide oversight of taxpayer dollars to have the governors say that they are now in the wrong. Now, Hope Florida has a board meeting scheduled for Thursday, and Mark, they do say that they're trying to correct some of the paperwork missteps that have been taken to this point.
Yeah, all right. Anxious to see where this goes. Evan Axelbeck in our newsroom. Thanks.